I used to spend hours trying to figure out how to structure my killer idea. Writing an outline, start scripting it out, and still not really know what my video was even about. I'd rewrite or start all over again, or worse, scrap the whole thing and just start filming and try and figure it out in the edit, only to be left staring at a complicated timeline that doesn't make any sense. It's so frustrating, overthinking and getting lost in what originally seemed like a simple idea. Until I figured out this stupidly simple blueprint. Storytelling isn't about having the perfect script or cinematic B-roll. It's about knowing how to say the right things in the right order. Today, I'll show you the only 5 lines that you'll ever need to tell any story. The first line every story needs is the setup line. This is what's happening. You're grounding the viewer, giving them clarity and direction within the first few seconds, otherwise referred to as the hook. And within a movie, it's around the first 20 minutes. Within short form, it's 3 to 5 seconds. And on YouTube, it's usually that little beginning where someone's shouting at you, trying to convince you to stick around for the first 30 seconds to a minute. If you want to deep dive into hooks, you can check out the free online email course. We go into like a bunch of different hook formulas that will work for your video. You don't have to shout it at your viewer. You can just tell them kind of what's going on. For example, today I'm going to be testing out if I can get cinematic shots on nothing other than this phone. It's not fancy and it doesn't have to be, but it sets context for the initial part of the video like that. The second line adds meaning. It's the stakes line. This is where you tell the viewer why it matters and why they should care. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It just needs to give the video a purpose. If we take our phone example, we could say something like, if this works, it means everyone can capture cinematic videos without expensive gear. You see, that one line turns an idea into a reason for that person to watch. It adds a layer of emotional investment so that they can find out the outcome of that video. Every shot needs tension. The third line is your struggle line. This is where you show what didn't work, the human side of the process. People on YouTube connect with imperfection, and including that in your story not only raises the stakes, but it makes you seem human, making you more relatable and making people stick around for longer. That vulnerability actually makes people lean in. It's not about perfection, it's about including them in the progress. An example could be, I've tried shooting this 3 times and it doesn't look cinematic, it just looks like it's filmed on a phone. The fourth line is the shift line. This is the turning point when something changes. It could be a breakthrough, a realization, or just a shift in direction. Even in short form content, every good story has this moment of realization. Something like, it wasn't the camera, it was how I was framing my shot. And now they look cinematic when I do this thing. It just needs to show progress. Something learned, something changed, something evolved. Line 5, the statement line. Here's what I learned. It gives the story purpose and completion. It makes the viewer feel good after sticking through to watch that thing and go, that little piece of information or way that ended off felt really nice. I like that. And maybe I'll watch the next video you make too. For our example, it could be something like, I realized it's not about the camera. It's the intention and the simple changes you can do to make sure that you're capturing your shot in a cinematic way rather than using a cinematic piece of gear. You should try and end every video with meaning, something that the person can take away. It's what makes your piece of content more memorable for the people that are going to be watching. Setup, stakes, struggle, shift, and the statement. If you build your next video using these, your storytelling will instantly feel more intentional and well-rounded. Remember, if you want to get the full picture, I have that completely free online email course that does video structures, hooks, and so much more. You can check it out below.